First of all, please, Your Grace and Lord Casper, if you can join the judges. These guys have been joining the judges group for the last 2 days. Thank you for having us. And then also the Chief Judge, Mr. Nigel Matthews from Canada. Thank you, Nigel, so much for all your work. Thank you. Look what has won this year's Sports Races class winner is the 1957 Ferrari 335S by Scaglietti, driven by Brian Ross. We've got Kim in the passenger seat, and who's this little fella here?
Garrison.
Little Garrison, who's more interested, can I just show everyone, more interested in playing his duck game than he is. Anyway, it all happens here at Salon Prive, right?
Well, Garrison doesn't realize that Fanjo drove this car, Jean Debien drove this car, Mike Hawthorne, Sterling Moss, Deportago, Von Trips. Garrison, even I got to drive this car. Must make it more special. It is the Works Ferrari 335S, driven by all the greats, ladies and gentlemen. A Scuderia Ferrari car. This was the fastest, the most powerful car that you could buy in 1957. I say you could buy, you couldn't actually buy one because it was only ever run by the Ferrari Works team. What an unbelievable car. The following year, there was a pontoon fender that just didn't have the same performance. We're talking about quad cam, not to get too technical, twin plug engine, dry sump. It is an absolute flying machine. And this is the car that came second at the Mille Miglia in 1957, which is a pretty unbelievable place. We all know about the Mille Miglia, and it was winning. It was winning, but Enzo Ferrari famously made the call to slow him down so that Taruffi, his favorite driver, could win in 1957 at the Mille Miglia. It is a hugely important Ferrari, but not only that, just look at it. It is just so beautiful, isn't it? It is magnificent.
Isn't it indeed? I think we should let Garrison get back to his duck game. Congratulations, Garrison. Am I going to have one more high five? Well done. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, Brian and Kim Ross.
Well done, guys. Congratulations. Listen to that exhaust note. You can tell it just means business. How about that? The Works Ferrari, first the 290, upgraded to 315, then 335. The Scuderia Ferrari, entrant from the 1957 Mille Miglia, where it was winning. It was on cue to win, but Il Commendatore asked for Von Trips to hold back so that Taruffi could win. Definitely the fastest Ferrari ever built for a very long time. There might be a couple of those modern things that I don't know about that might be, electric, are they? They might be faster, but I tell you what, it is an unbelievable machine. I was lucky enough to drive in it in the Tour, and it just wants to go. It's got a massive V12 4-litre engine, quad cam, dry sump, you name it, they've thrown absolutely everything at it. A well-deserved win, Brian. And can I just say, he should have a round of applause because he even drove it on the Tour on Tuesday, on the roads, through the Cotswolds. And I tell you what, although his last name is not Von Trips or Taruffi, he did a damn good job. It was fantastic. Well done.
It's a really good point, Max. If you think these cars were built to race, they're not road cars. They're not supposed to do a 140-mile-an-hour jaunt with traffic lights and hills and traffic and stops and start. They go naught or everything you've got. So amazing that you did it, Brian. I'm now going to embarrass you and give you the microphone, and Max is going to ask you a few questions about your wonderful car.
So, tell us, Brian, this is the bit that you love the most. No, but on a serious note, I don't know about you, I was very lucky I got to sit in the passenger seat for a little bit of the Tour. I mean, it was unbelievable to drive. I had visions of sort of the Mille Miglia and you know, blasting down. I thought you weren't going to turn off and we were just going to go down the A40 as if we were heading down to Rome. It was enjoyable though, wasn't it? Driving these old cars is a pretty special feeling.
Oh yeah, it is. It makes you feel part of history. You can envision the people that have driven it, and it's exciting. You could get a little scared once in a while. But
I was going to ask you, does it ever get daunting? Do you ever get into it and think, oh God, okay, Okay, we're going to do this now. Here we go. How is it driving on the road? Does it get...
Well, I've never driven on the left side of the road, so that was a good one too. So between that and not sure with the clutch and stuff, since it's not really made for the start-stop car, and it's nice to get it out and exercise it.
I'd say...
I thank everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. It was really great that you brought it all the way over for the Concours from America. It arrived on a plane only just a few days ago. I mean, it didn't leave us very much time, did we?
That's true.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's a real honor to have this work. I mean, I keep harping on about it, but it was in the Barnes & Noble collection, one of the biggest, one of the best Ferrari collections in the world for years and years and years. And I remember when it was up for sale at auction. We have a history with this car together. We were there at that auction together when you bought it. And I remember even buying it, you had to take a deep breath, right?
Oh yeah. And then, of course, we don't speak French, so we're not sure if we bought it or not. So and are we bidding against ourselves? I have no clue, but fortunately we were able to get it, and it's great because I think he had it 47 years, and I've had it 8 years. So. And it hasn't been out much, so it's really nice to get it out. People see it, and yeah.
So, Andrew, one of the things that maybe you can tell us about is what happens next. Very, very good question. Now, this car has won here at Salon Prive. Where does it go to next? What happens? Tell us about the best of the best, perhaps.
Yeah, really important question, actually, Max, because for those of you into the concours scene, you will know something called the Peninsula Classics Best of the Best. For those of you not, the Peninsula Hotel Group with Sir Michael Cadore and Chip Connor and Bruce Meyer and Christian Philipson, all incredible names in the automotive concours scene, set up something 5, 6, 7 years ago called the Peninsula Classics Best of the Best Award. I told you about Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance all afternoon in Monterey, California, which was only but 10 days ago, with most of us behind me there present. That is the #1 concours event in the world. You know, we all need something to kind of strive and aim for in life, and for David and myself and the whole Salon Prive team, they are the kids we want to knock off the top #1 spot. For now, they're the #1 concours in the world. For every collector in the world, like Brian and many other collectors here today, Pebble Beach was the numero uno. That was it. You couldn't win anything bigger and better than that. Until 7 years ago, when the team I've just said of Bruce Meyer, Christian Philipson, Chip Connor, Sir Michael Cadore, set up something called the Best of the Best. They invited the top 8 concours events in the world to join an elite club where all of the best of shows for this year, for example, will go into the super final for 2025. And Brian and Kim's car now, this beautiful Ferrari 335S, will compete with the other top 7 best of shows from the major concours events in the world. And once a year, Max, as we know, on September the 2nd, coming up this year, next week, they will be announcing the 2024 Peninsula Classics Best of the Best, relating to all the 2023 Best of Shows. So this has won our Salon Prive concours. Congratulations to you both. But bigger than that, it is now in the super final for the Peninsula Classics Best of the Best.
Congratulations, Brian. I think it's very well deserved for the car, for you, and it is such a treat and a pleasure to have this car here. For me that loves cars so much, #1, to be able to ride in it, but 2, to have it here, to admire it, to look at it, it's not something that you can do very often. It's not like you can just go see one of these cars in real life whenever you want to, so it's a real treat. So thank you for making the effort to bring it over.
Congratulations. One final round of applause, please, for Brian and Kim Ross. Congratulations to you both.